10 evil prisoners were recently released. Okay. Anything I say in this video is a joke. If one of y'all niggas see this, if one of you guys who's no, it's a joke. Anything I say in a joke is a joke. Yeah. I don't want y'all to come to my crib or fucking me up, torturing me and shit. Feel me?
An insane killer manages to escape from prison. I mean, not that we welcome it, but at least we can understand that it wasn't condoned. But when evil people get
Ray, you feel me?
legally released, well, that is a whole different story. Welcome back, my most amazing horror lovers. Today we are talking about the top 10 evil prisoners.
It's not horrible, this is real life.
So lock those doors and let's get started. Starting us off at number 10, Juha Veikko Valjakala. I'm sure I...
What? Juha Veikko Valjakala? Bro, I wouldn't know if I seen you, bro. I wouldn't know how to say hi to you either, bro. Cause like, your name, too much K's.
Butchered that completely, but just bear with me here. This rampant killer has had quite the in and out experience with prison. His first release was in 1988 when he
looks
and his
scared,
girlfriend
like...
Marita wasted no time getting back into trouble. One night, Juha stole a bike from a random family, and the father and son of the house witnessed the theft, so they decided...
It's not that bad, right? I mean, I steal bikes. I can steal a bike. It's not that bad, right?
To chase after him. The assailant led them to a cemetery where he took both of their lives, but was caught by the victim's wife, who had gone out looking for her husband and son. Making sure to cover his tracks, Juha struck the wife in the head with his rifle before stabbing her to finish the job.
Okay. Now, whose fault is that? Yo, nigga, if you steal my bike, you can have it. I'm not chasing you down. The fuck? Bro, you have... No! I'm not chasing you down anywhere, bro. You can have the bike. Take it, bro. I'll buy another one. Like, the fuck, bro? Bro, I mean, he should never killed him, bro. But, like, bro, it's your fault, too, bro. You basically killed yourself trying to chase a random person. No. Rest in peace. I can't. This nigga's out. He's out.
He and Marita fled the scene and were later found and arrested for the triple homicide. During the trial, the couple blamed each other for the gruesome events, but ultimately Juha was charged with the heftier life sentence and diagnosed with a psychopathic personality. While in prison, he continued to cause issues, trying to escape on multiple occasions, but still by 2001 was granted day parole. Often he wouldn't return, but I guess he did so with enough consistency that he was fully released in 2009. But then in 2012, he was right back in after committing arson. Fast forward to 2014, where he received day parole again.
Why?
Until one day in 2015, he left prison and never returned. I mean, honestly, with his violent history and blatant attempts to escape prison, I can't believe they even gave him parole again. To this day, no one knows his whereabouts.
Because he's white. It's only cause if this was a black person, bro, he would have been in there still till this day, bro. Like, that's crazy. Damn.
Next up at number 9, Nikolai Dumagliev. Again,
This in Russia?
sorry, I'm sure I'm saying these names terribly. Some call him...
You're laughing, it's not a joke.
Nikolai is
Bro, what are you laughing for? You're talking about a killer. You better pronounce her name right before you fucking... You feel me? Runs up on you. Find you and shit. Better chill.
Killer responsible for the death of at least 10 people between 1979 to 1991. Although he had already taken about 6 lives, he wasn't arrested until 1979 after killing a fellow fireman in a drunken stupor. Upon admitting him, he was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and less than a year later, he was released. He wasted no time adding another 3 victims to his hit list, but it was his 9th killing that led to his final capture. He had invited some friends over to his home, but for whatever reason, he decided that this was the perfect time to kill one of them and begin dismembering the body in another room while his guests were still in the house. The others went looking for him as he'd been gone a while and caught him him in the horrendous act. Upon witnessing it, they fled the house and immediately reported it to the police, who then—
Y'all niggas is pussy, man. What the fuck? You see one of your friends dismembering on one of your man's bodies and you gonna run out the house? It's all of y'all versus that one man. Pussy. Pussy. What? I'm yoking that nigga. I'm yoking his ass. Nigga, what? Come on, bro. No. I'm not running, bro. I'm not. No. Like.
Then rushed over to his house to find him eating the body on his hands.
Okay. This nigga's out. Let me see for myself. Yeah, nah, I'm good.
And knees and covered in blood. In such a state of shock, Nikolai actually managed to evade them and fled to the mountains fully nude and with only a hatchet in his hands. Eventually he was tracked down and arrested, and with his existing diagnosis was deemed unfit for trial and sent to an institution. He later escaped but was soon found, and although he isn't released yet, the question for his discharge is still very much on the table according to his doctors, which is wild. So let's just hope they don't go through with that. Coming in at number 8, Matthias Blink. Once a second lieutenant in the Swedish army, during his time serving, he was known—
bro. An army man? Bro, what happened to you, bro? What happened to you, bro? You could have protected, like, bro, you could have, oh my God, bro.
To have some really serious mental health problems that eventually led to a total mental breakdown and the death of 7 people. The day was June 11th, 1994, and after drowning his problems in alcohol, Flink went home to change his clothes. Once he was at home, he changed into his field uniform
I'm uncomfortable,
and grabbed
bro.
a rifle as well as 150 rounds of ammunition. From there, he took a walk down to a nearby park where he shot 6 women and 2 men at random. He fled the scene, hiding out in a crane for a few hours until he finally decided to walk back home along the railroad, and it's there that he was caught by police. All but one of his victims lost their lives, and despite a bit of back and forth trying to determine if he should go to prison or an institution, ultimately the court charged him for the crimes and sentenced him to life. In 2008, Flink requested his sentence be changed from life to 25 years, and it was originally denied. But then in 2010, his request was accepted with the amendment of making it a 32-year sentence. But I guess—
Nigga, what? Like, fuck that nigga, bro. He's off the what? The Casamigos or some shit, bro, and just killing niggas, bro, at random, bro. No, bro. Like, bro, nigga had a rifle. A rifle!
Due to good behavior, in 2014 he was officially released after only serving 20 years, and he remains walking free to this day. Coming in at number 7, Louis Van Scoor.
Yeah, he's from Russia, and yeah, he's one of them. He's one of them ones. He's one of them ones. Watch.
Notoriously recognized as the apartheid killer, Louis was an active killer in South Africa between 1986 to 1989. And believe it or not, this is how he would target most of his victims. It's believed Louis would often take the lives of those who were in the process of surrendering to him, and almost always his victims were people—
Who the fuck would fuck this ugly ass nigga? Who would give their body up to this nigga? Out of everybody, him?
Of color. Allegedly, Louis would even sometimes snatch passersby off the street. Perhaps they had been a witness to his crimes, or maybe he just felt like it. At the time, the South African laws were a little bit loose surrounding his killings, and combined with the institutional racism from apartheid, Louis again and again and again walked free from his homicides. The true number of his victims is not known, but once in an interview, he didn't deny killing over 100 people. While not
you're telling me 100 people? Not even 100, because I know 100 people would not want to fuck this nigga. What? About 50 women? I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. 50. You're telling me 50 people wanted to fuck this ugly ass nigga, and in result he killed them? Bro, like y'all bitches be always one of the killers, right? Y'all want the killers, right? Y'all want the killers, right? The fuck? Like, fuck type shit y'all niggas on, bro? Fuck, like, y'all bitches heads twisted up, bro. Like, bro, y'all want to kill her? You can have it kill her, but don't be surprised when he kills you.
Not necessarily confession, most people would deny something that they didn't do. Eventually, he was convicted for taking the lives of 9 people and sentenced to 20 years. But for whatever reason, as it turns out, he only served 12 and was released in 2004. Coming in at number.
At this moment, Tom got annoyed by the bitches choosing that ugliest nigga, so he stopped recording. Please to make Tom feel better, like, comment and subscribe.